and all that fun stuff.
Do you want me to go out there and sound check you?
No,
separate?
that's all right. That's all right. If you just want to type in, just say hello when you chime in. We are officially live right now. We are early, so.
Where am I? Down here.
Yep.
What'd you say?
Just let us know who's here when you chime in. All right. Like I said, we are early. We're just getting stuff set up. So if someone who is out there watching could give us a quick sound and camera check. Sound and camera check. Wait. There you go. Now give it a whirl so we can see. All right. We are a bit early, so we're just going to give everyone a chance to log in, give everyone a chance to kind of get settled in here. And if you could, give us a sound check, a video check. Let us know if the sound and picture is working out. Yep, check and check. Is the sound too strong, or is it comfortable right now? I just want to make sure that if I get a little excited, I'm not blowing out the mic on everyone right now. My feedback sounds pretty good, so if my feedback's good and you guys say it's good, we'll give it another minute, and I could probably ditch the old headset. So the tone and volume that I'm speaking with, you have to project it about that to keep it going.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. I don't know if you want to do a sound check for your voice.
Just check.
Just talk to people and see if they
Just
can
talk
hear
to
you.
people.
Yeah, you have to be way louder.
Do I sound loud and clear? Just close?
All right, just give it a quick moment here to get ready. Amy is definitely going to have to work on talking louder in this one. So like I said, we're a little early. Let's just give everyone a few minutes here real quick before we get started. Get excited by all means. I am excited. Her, I don't know. She's kind of the laggard of the event, you know. I think her energy's a little
I'm a little tired, all right?
her energy's
Just
a little
a
low,
little
so
tired.
yeah, like I said, we're just a couple minutes early. Like I said, we'll get started here in about 2 minutes, and we'll get going with everything. Yep, it sounds like we are both good with the sound. So let's do this. We won't get into meat for a few minutes, but at least knock out this intro. All right, what's up, everyone? It is Klaus from Family Hobbies of Cards and
Amy.
Yep. We are going to talk all things Stellar today, but the big focus is going to be on the crypto hearings that happened in Washington, D.C. Yep. Big news for all crypto fans out there. It doesn't matter if you are XLM, XRP, does not matter. Big news because a lot of stuff came out, and there were a lot of details out there that were already released in this kind of preliminary hearing. So it was good to see Congress out there, and actually there was very little grandstanding, and I won't get into that just yet. Like I said, we're going to give everyone just a little bit, and then we're going to get into the juicy stuff. But for those of you that are watching, before we get started, if you guys could swing on over to the community tab of the page, check it out. If you haven't already, vote on the, hey, when a crash or correction happens, are you a buyer or seller? If you haven't voted on that, let me know if you're a buyer or seller. Hop onto that community page. The other thing I wanted to let you guys know, if you are looking for the best crypto, like I guess conversational piece right now, I'm going to have that linked in the description of this video. And that is actually this right here. And there was a live blog on the crypto regulation. All right, so I'll be sure to link that in. That actually has every juicy bit from the whole hearing listed here. So once we get started, we'll start getting into the juicy information. But for now, everyone, grab a drink, water, wine, beer, whatever you want. We're going to hang out and we're going to talk crypto, and we're going to talk the Congress hearing today. Sorry, I just needed my water right now. All right. Let's see. Well, I say we get started for the people that are here on time. So first things first regarding the crypto hearing, all right? Just like anything that you have ever watched regarding Congress, you have to remember there are people that are going to be out there to kind of to showboat, to gallivant, to just kind of like puff their feathers, right? So you have to look through that kind of crap, okay? You have to look through the hardcore stalwarts. You have to look through the extremists on both sides. And you have to cut it down to where what most people were talking about. And entering this hearing, okay, entering this crypto hearing, a lot of us were wondering, what is the tone going to be? Is this going to be something where they slap crypto on the wrist right off the bat? Is this something where they're going to really start poking difficult questions? Is it going to be negative in tone, positive? You let us know. And that's kind of what we were wondering. We were like, hey, Congress, you guys let us know what the tone of the event is and why it was such a big deal, all right? So in regarding that, and like I said, we are talking right now about DC crypto hearing, Stellar testifying at the congressional hearing, all right? So again, the tone. Tone was super important, and the tone was set right off the bat, all right? I know we are not Maxine Waters fans. We're not Maxine Waters fans. I know a lot of you guys aren't Maxine Waters fans either, but she did. She set the tone saying this thing was about learning. It was about knowledge. It was about getting people involved. It wasn't about aisle bipartisan politics. This was about learning what is happening right now with Web 3.0. All right. So right off the bat, the tone, positive, extremely, extremely positive. The questions right off the bat were strong, and they were well-informed questions. For note, for anyone that hadn't watched this, okay, if you want to go watch it, don't worry. I'll have the links in the description of this video when I'm done, and this will be in the live streams folder. But if you want to watch it, go back. I'm telling you, you're going to notice a huge trend. The trend is going to be people asking positive questions of different use cases of each coin. There were plenty of times where it was brought up, hey, the difference between a mined coin and a non-mined coin. What is the difference between some of the environmental friendly options like Stellar, which, by the way, Stellar is more environmentally friendly than Visa. Yep, that's a juicy bit for you. It's the first one of the night. Yep, Stellar, more environmentally friendly than Visa. And how cool is that?
That is cool.
It's open source, right? So, yep, Stellar, more environmentally friendly than Visa. So that shut up all those green ones out there that were really worried about environmental concerns. And the best thing about it, Denelle Dixon was on fire with her points regarding the positives of Stellar. So again, let's talk about like that feel and the vibe that happened with Congress during that hearing. It was questions. A lot of questions on legality. A lot of questions regarding what about the shady coins, right? What about all the people and the theft of coins and the theft of crypto? We just saw recently that there was $200 million hacked out of crypto accounts. 200 million. Yep, and 100 million of it alone was on the Ethereum chain. And that was one of the concerns brought up by Congress, all right, was, well, hey, what about the safety of this stuff? What about the legitimacy of this stuff? Well, might I remind Congress that right before certain events on a certain time in 9/11, that Congress lost $2 to $3 trillion. Yeah, 2 to 3 trillion went unaccounted for. All right, so I want you to think about that. So when government's talking about funds, they're no one to talk. All right, they lose money left and right, and they're extremely inefficient. But they're more worried about on the consumer side of those funds. And what was interesting about it was they really labeled a difference. All right, and by they I mean the panelists. All right, the people there at the hearing labeled a difference between your Bitcoin and Ethereum usage and your Stellar-based usage. There was a very big difference between the two, and Congress and the panel picked up on it, and they picked up on there is a total different use case between the two. This was the first time I have seen this in public with Congress pick up on this dual use case. So anyone else, let's chime in if you guys got any questions, comments, any comments or questions specifically about the congressional crypto hearing. Now is the time to ask them. Light us up in the comments. We're here to talk to you guys about it until 8:30 tonight. I know, right? 8:30 tonight. So put those questions down. We got a couple people chiming in. Cleve Sanders says, I love Maxine Waters. Cleve, you are full of crap. You do not love Maxine Waters. Jules Cohen says, hey now, what's up, Jules? How's it going, man? So yeah, that is what's going on. We're talking Congress in crypto, we're talking Stellar, and we're talking a lot of big stuff that's been happening. You guys, what about this whole thing with Stellar going after B2B platforms. This is huge. This is really, really big. You have Fireblocks, which we broke the story 2 weeks ago, how Stellar is working with Fireblocks. And I just released the story today. Yes, I just released the story today about Stellar in another B2B program. Yep. This is actually in the Mexico, U.S. B2B payment corridor. Huge corridor out there. Lots of opportunities for B2B.
Jules wants to know, why do you think so many influencers are totally ignoring Stellar?
All right, so Jules, you got a good question. All right, Jules, why are influencers ignoring Stellar? I think a lot of it is because Stellar isn't getting you the views. And you got to think out there, a lot of the influencers that do this, they might cover 10, 12, 15, they might even cover any coin that's in the news at that time, okay? So if Stellar is not in the news, right? If Stellar is not popular price-wise, if it's not breaking down barriers or anything, the media is going to pass it. The problem is the media is passing it because they're still focused on meme. And Jules, I'm glad you brought that up because meme used to rule the roost. We talked about that on this channel. Meme ruled the roost. And so, yeah, the reason influencers aren't talking about XLM and they aren't hyping it is for them it's not hot, it's not sexy. But remember, XLM is not about being sexy and hot, it's about being a Toyota Prius.
Yes, the Prius.
It is.
Who doesn't love a good Prius?
It's about being reliable and dependable and built on a network and a platform that is trustworthy, all right? And that's kind of the whole thing. You're not going to get the flash like you are with the stuff, but you're going to have a coin that outlasts. So with Jules bringing up, hey, why are people not talking about XLM the same way? I'm going to actually ask you guys, well, what about Doge? Check this out. Right? Let's do this. Look at Dogecoin, okay? And let's just make this real easy for us to see here. So since their 6-month high, right, when we're talking up here to 58 cents, look at that. I mean, look at where they're at right now. They're at 16 cents. The meme part of that is fading away. So those influencers, they're staying away from things that aren't fashionable right now. Doge is not fashionable. All right, XLM, it's not hot, it's not sexy, it's a Toyota Prius. I kid you not, it is reliable and it is going to work. It is going to stand the test of time. All right, that Toyota Prius is still going to be running years and years and years later, while all those other Ferraris burn out. I won't say Porsches because I love Porsches. All right, Porsches are going to keep out running too. This is a good one. We got another one in saying XLM is the minivan of crypto. Yeah, it's for utility. It's for stuffing a whole bunch of stuff in economically, getting you there on time and safely. Except the reality is, though, is XLM, though, it's super fast, right? 3 to 5 seconds payment processing speed. That is huge.
Here Don't Ask says digital Canadian dollar will be on XLM and AGLO. People will know. Yep.
And Here Don't Ask is right. The VCAD, all right, which is the virtual Canadian dollar, all right, is going to be huge, all right. XLM fans, right? I mean, we know the chain, right? Not a big deal. We talked about it in the show, right? VCAD. But yeah, Congress hearing juicy bits, stuff like that, all right? So if you guys got questions, if you're just hopping onto the live stream, right now is your time to ask those questions. What happened with the congressional hearing with crypto, all right? I've got a couple videos up on the screen. I'm telling you right now, the best. I kid you not, all right? When I was traveling, I was super pressed for time, all right? So I super apologize that I could not edit total fluffy, cool stuff. I mean, if my stuff's kind of cool. But I was really shrunk time-wise. If you want the best, I am not kidding you, the best, most concise hearing update that you could take care of and read at your pleasure, go to this video right here where it's got the dude with the meme on it, all right? Go to him, all right? If you go to him and you go to this video, all right? And actually, you know what? Let's go to the Juicy Bits one. That's probably going to be the best one for you. You're going to see a post on there. It's going to be a live blog post, all right? The House Meets on Crypto. Seriously, if you guys want to know all about what happened with that, right? And you don't have time like right now, or hey, you have time but you really want to get into it deeper, this blog, all right? It was a Yahoo Finance post, was a live blog of everything big that happened at this event, all right? So this is your best, most concise information. You can find those links on the Juicy Bits page and the crypto hearing page with the guy getting busted for the memes.
A Struggler says Bitcoin supply is fixed and known while XLM supply changed through time. Any opinions on that?
All right, so the supply of XLM has changed for several different reasons, all right? At first, okay, the available supply, all right, and I've got it up on the screen right now through Stellar Expert. Originally, the supply was 100 billion, all right? And then there were inflationary coins that were created. Those inflationary coins, that faucet has now been turned off. There are none of those. XLM has also burned 50 billion coins to show everyone out there that they're serious about their project without things being over devalued, right, with just too many darn coins out there. In terms of XLM, the supply changing through XLM, the reason you keep seeing this circulating supply change is because XLM is funding. Stellar is funding these projects, okay? So when we start talking about Stellar working with the #1 crypto and digital asset platform, they have to fund that. They have to fund that partnership. They have to fund that integration, all right? They have to actually spend money to build these projects, okay? So when you hear about people saying, hey, Stellar's just dumping coins and the circulating supply is increasing, okay, which is found in this blue part here on the chart, yeah, that's a good thing. Trust me, you want them to spend money. You want them to spend as much as they can right now building up the biggest programs they have to supply the ever-growing ecosystem.
Next one, I know your channel is all about XLM, which they love, but how do you feel about other, what is it,
ISO 20,022 coins? Yeah, as long as you're going to be compliant with that. I think that's what the big key is going to be, all right? So with, who is that was asking it? Joga Bonito? Yeah, Joga Bonito, if I'm saying that right. The reason this is big is because one of the things that they had brought up in Congress, all right, was what if we gave crypto like a rating system like we did for movies, right? Like, you know, PG-13, R-rated, X-rated, you know, stuff like that. And because what they were saying is different coins have different levels of security. Different coins have different levels of anonymity or decentralization or centralization, right? There's a whole bunch of different use cases. So what they were kicking around the idea was hey, all these like ISO 2022 coins, like all that stuff, they're kind of in one pool. You've got your Bitcoins, your Ethereums kind of somewhere over here. You've got like your Splinter coins kind of somewhere. Should we give them a rating? So they really did. They kind of showed like those compliant, right? Those ISO compliant and those ISO standard, right? The standard coins that are kind of working towards that in a whole different realm. So you really could see them looking at this differently. Now, that being said, the investor out there does not know this, all right? The investor out there, the average investor out there does not understand the difference between ISO, between compliant, between clawback compliant protocol. That is still super lost, and people just think crypto is one big ball. What was cool was, in this hearing, we learned that, no, Congress is already learning that it's not one big ball, that there are very different use cases for each crypto.
Take yourself a drink.
I am.
Jules says, well, thanks for answering.
You're welcome, Jules.
Why was Stellar the one of only crypto invited to speak to Congress?
All right. Let's see. And who was that one? Just so I know who.
That was Jules.
Oh, okay. So Jules was asking, why was Stellar one of the only ones invited? It had to do with the different people that were up on the panel and what service they had. They had someone from Coinbase on there. They had a previous regulatory expert on there, or they had a lot of previous regulatory expertise. They had someone kind of from each thing, right? Each different functionality. They had someone from FTX on there who, if you guys watch baseball, the umpires' uniforms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They had the head of FTX on there. So, well, the reason they had Stellar on there, and you can thank Maxine Waters because this is in Maxine's backyard, all right? Stellar is the compliant one. And even in Maxine's opening statement, she talks about the coins that are mined and the energy use needed versus other coins that are extremely efficient, that are other coins that get your money there safely with clawback protocol. So even Maxine Waters, right off the bat, set that standard on the different types of coins, all right? So yes, you are going to see other people like in the future talk in front of Congress, but the fact that Stellar was there is a massive, massive positive because yes, Stellar had, I kid you not, they were the one that was under fire the least. It was awesome. I kid you not. All the other ones out there, there were some exceptions, but the reality is Stellar had it the easiest. every time Stellar was asked a question, I kid you not, Denelle Dixon was able to turn that into a way to promote and sell the benefits of Stellar. It was really, really cool. Let's see. So then we got, when can we retire after XLM? Guys, stop, doggies. Doggies are being bad. When can we retire after XLM takes over? Doggies! Stop. Sorry, guys. The dogs are being bad. Just get them out.
I'm trying.
Ray, get out. Come on, guys. We got to get the dogs out.
Outside.
Guys, go outside. No more being bad. Sorry about that. Doggies wanted to play, and now is not the time to play. So when can we retire after XLM takes over? Okay, so in Meridian 2021, and this is for Adam K., Denelle said that Stellar's goal was to be the global remittance leader in 2025. That's huge. That is huge. But now when I start seeing them talking about Fireblocks, when I start seeing them talk about tribal credit in the new video that I had out today, so if you guys haven't watched this one, the one that says no way on front, that's about the new tribal credit program. That is, it's not what you think when you hear the name. That is B2B business payment corridor between Mexico and the United States. And I've worked for a company that has dealt with that exact problem. So it was very, very cool to see. Let's see here. So, and Adam, thank you very much for that. Sorry, guys, the doggies are all hanging out with me, and my wife got a few of them out. Joga says, thank you, too. Yep, you are welcome, no problem. Rental Royal says, keep your eye on Mobius. Jules says, I'm in Maxine Waters' backyard. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, I know it. I get it. A lot of people aren't Maxine Waters fans, but the big difference is, and no, Jules, no, seriously, I looked you up, man. I totally know exactly what you're talking about with Maxine Waters. The big difference is a lot of us thought there was going to be some partisan look at this stuff. And what's really cool is I want you guys all to think about Web 3.0, okay? And this is how I want you guys to think about this, all right? Web 1, all right, version 1.0, was just information handed to us, right? Remember when we logged on to our old internet service providers, right? The little CDs or the discs, the AOLs, that whole thing. We would log on and we could go to like boards, message boards, and for sale boards and all that stuff. Web 2.0 is where there was more interaction, right? You had people kind of customizing and tailoring information for you. You had blogs, vlogs, that kind of thing started popping up, reviews and so forth, all right? And ask me about it, right back at you, bud. All right, so Web 3.0, and we saw Web 2.0. What ruined Web 2.0 is the version of the web that we're on right now, was the fact that several companies controlled all the information, right? Your Googles, your Facebook, your YouTube, right? Instagram, all that. There, very few companies are controlling the flow and the tone of information, all right? Think of YouTube itself, right? I mean, we're on the platform, right? We're all watching. We all kind of partake in it. You can't go one day without seeing a suggested Mr. Beast video. I kid you not. I can skip over it a million times. I still get Mr. Beast suggested. These companies, right? These few companies that are controlling the media, controlling the internet and the flow of the information, they can't control the internet at the core, but they can control kind of what's trending, what's suggested, and what's found in the algorithms and the search engines. Web 3.0 is going to be us owning these coins, us deciding the flow of information. We are going to own it, and that's what Web 3.0 is. And it was very neat to see that Maxine Waters right off the bat understood that a lot of people are invested in crypto and a lot of people use crypto technology. Crypto is here to stay. And it was really neat. She said, crypto is here to stay and we need to learn to regulate within that. All right. So yes, it was, I'm telling you right off the bat, I'm sitting here thinking, oh crap, we are going to have some politics happen with crypto. And what was cool was that on the Democratic side of it, they were very interested that more money could go to the end user in remittances. A lot of the Democrats, right, a lot of their, and Jules, I'll talk about Jules's district, okay? There are a lot of immigrants in some of these districts, all right? They could benefit heavily by lower fees for remittances. Their families that are across the border could benefit heavily, okay? I want you to think of all the families that live on the southern border of Texas and the southern border of California. All of those people right there, okay, despite the view on politics, despite the view of how they got here, their finances, none of that matters in this. We're just talking finance, okay? The end user, right, through these payment corridors is going to have more money put in their pocket. All right, and that's what's huge, and that's what caught a lot of the Democrats' attention. Was they saw it and they were like, well, wait a minute, this could really help out so many of our constituents, and it could give them lending opportunities that traditional banks are ignoring in these poorer communities. So for the Democrats, they loved hearing this. All right, Now, on the Republican side, you had people that were worried about, hey, wait a minute, is this going to undermine the value of the dollar? And one of the coolest things was in the intro statement, they were talking about things that were shady, right? And people thinking, oh, crypto is for shady people. And the guy goes, and I've got the clip on there, and it says, you know what else is used for nefarious acts? Cash. Yeah, that's right. Cash is used for shady stuff. So don't sit here and think that everything is Bitcoin and we're laundering and smuggling money and we're funneling funds. No, there are some legitimate case uses for crypto out there, and Congress was very, very keen to pick up on it. So very neat to see Congress's tone. Very positive about this and more informed and less about politics and more about the mechanics of money. That is the big takeaway from this. Less politics, more about the mechanics of money, and how can Web 3.0 help all of us. All right, so we got Jules saying Facebook rebranding to Meta is too late. Metaverse is owned by we, the people. And Jules, that's the idea is right now, and this is kind of like how I'm trying to, not to kind of like get my wife to kind of believe in what crypto is, but to get people that don't understand what crypto is. Crypto is not a currency. It's not a coin. It's an ownership of a protocol. It's an ownership of the web. The web right now is controlled by Facebook. It's controlled by Google. The web is controlled by YouTube and TikTok and Twitter. Oh, yeah. And so all of that, right, we're going to take ownership of that with Web 3.0, and that's where crypto is coming into play. As a token holder, right, you either have the choice to earn rewards by mining. You can also have voting rights depending on your token and so forth. There are a whole bunch of different things you could do on the protocol layer and with dApps and so forth that with decentralization are going to be huge. And that is definitely, it's not like anti-government. I don't want you to think that, okay? And that's what the government said too. Hey, don't think of crypto as anti-government. Think of crypto as more of a balance of power to people. All right, a balance of power to people. We are going to control what our digital future is because we know it's coming. And if we don't buy ownership in it now, companies like Facebook, companies like TikTok are going to control media and everything forever, and technology. So that's why people now that are getting into crypto, we're the ones that are building Web 3.0 and allowing for the financial support for Web 3.0 to happen. Sorry, That's cool. And so, yeah, that's what we got going on right now. If you guys got any specific questions regarding the hearing with Congress, we will gladly cover it. Like I said, it was super long. If you want the best one that you can read, all right, it is a Yahoo Finance article, okay? That is honestly the best one to read if you are interested in time is of the essence for you. So let me see if I can do this. All right, sorry, I'm just trying to mess around with my interface right here.
We do have a couple other comments here. Rano Royal says Mobius will be the next Stripe. And then Jules says people don't understand Facebook makes money off what you post. Web 3.0 will make money from what you post.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Jules. And so for those of you out there that don't know what we're talking about Web 3.0 and kind of why crypto and all this is really big. And I say this to my wife and I say this to my daughter. My wife and my daughter send money back and forth to each other with Zelle.
We do.
And Zelle costs you how much?
It doesn't. Nothing physical. Like no money.
Right. It doesn't cost you money. It costs you your privacy. It costs you your information. Your information becomes a packet of data, a package of data, or your information is a packet of a larger package of data that is sent to companies that bid for it, all right? Your Facebook searches, right? You are the customer, right? That is how this works. You are the customer, right? So because this stuff is low fee and so forth or free, that doesn't mean that there's not a cost. No, it is you are the customer, right? They are making money off of you. Smart TVs. Anyone notice like 2-3 years ago, smart TVs, about 3 years ago, smart TVs price-wise really just took a huge dive, right? The technology was going up, but the TV, like price-wise, took a huge dive. Yeah, because they started building apps in TVs, creating smart TVs that now sell your data. So yes, they could sell your TV for cheaper because they were selling your data to more people. That's where they were making up for the money. So what Jules is talking about is exactly that, is yes, Facebook makes money off of us. We are the product. They sell our data to advertisers and so forth. With Web 3.0, with us owning, right? Either, on the validation part or on the mining part, by owning the web, we end up making money off the transactions and off of people using the transactions. So a really interesting way to look at it. We gain control creativity-wise, and we also gain control back finance-wise, because unfortunately, yes, several companies have really, really ruined Web 2.0, all right? I want you guys to kind of dig back, all right? Go way back in the time machine for those of you that are a little older here. Remember MySpace? Right? Remember MySpace? Yeah. What ruined MySpace? Bots.
It was horrible. You had like a hack it. Like anything you put on there was awful.
Right, exactly. It was a great product at first, but then bots ruined it, okay? And that's kind of what we've seen with Web 2.0, the version that we're living in now. The initial versions of Web 2.0 were cool, but now there's lots of garbage out there. I mean, there is lots and lots of garbage out there, and it's scary. So yes, so when we're talking Web 3.0, when we're talking about crypto, it's about ownership of the technology in the future and the systems that this stuff is built on and run on. And so for those of you that are in right now, saying hello to you, if you got any questions regarding crypto Congress, let us know in the chat. We are talking all things Stellar, so if you have another question regarding Stellar, because remember, we just broke now the second story regarding Stellar. Yep, Stellar has now landed its second business-to-business partnership. All right, that is huge. That used to be XRP territory. Now this is XLM territory. So super excited to see that. I'm very excited to see that. Now this is the second big one in the last 2 weeks with Stellar, and that is where I'm super excited. So let's do this while we're hanging out here. Let's have a quick drink. So if you guys have anything to drink, I have red wine. My wife has
white wine.
My wife has white wine. So cheers to everyone out there. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. So yeah, we're talking a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna talk asset holders. We're gonna talk. We're going to talk the whale tracker. Yep, whale tracker. For those of you that don't know, I built a whale tracker. And for those of you that don't know what a whale tracker is I am now tracking every big account holder of XLM in the network. I right now have a database of all accounts that are from 10 million lumens to 1 billion lumens. Now, that being said, the cool thing about this data, and the reason why I'm building a whale tracker is I want to know, are there big chunks of money flowing in or flowing out of the Stellar Asset Network, okay? So I'm not only going to be charting individual account holders and the amounts that they have, but I'm also going to be charting this as a complete data pool. So when I first started building this tracker, as of 12/8/2021, all right? There were 258 whales that held between 10 million and 1 billion lumens, all right? So if we now go on the most updated one, it was 258 and now it is 261. So what I can do then is I could see what account numbers are new. I could see if they're brand new holders, right? If they went from 0 to 10 million or if they have been accumulating over time. We can use this data for a whole bunch of stuff. We could run it through pivot tables and we could actually see if there is big inflow of money or if there is small inflow of money, or if the inflows of money are from big or small account holders, all right? So you could see in the last few days, we have had 3 more whales jump onto the Stellar Lumens bandwagon, or they jumped from this ship to here. It means they're buying. That's to the T what that means, because guess what? This number is still the same at 10. But we have 3 more whales that jumped in between the 10 million and 1 billion holdings. And right now, if we look at this, 58.35, I have the data on that one too. Give me a second here, 58.35. Yep, so now we also have 32, so we could change that to 58.35, and this was what, 260? I think it was 261. Let me see, 261. Give me a second here. Let me just check my math. And yep, 261. So you could see now we actually have an increase of both levels of holders. An increase of whales from 10 million to 1 billion, and an increase of holders from 100,000 lumens to 10 million lumens. So yep, we're tracking the whales because the whales are going to tell us if something is happening, if something is brewing.
Alrighty. So, Jules says, I don't like to put all my eggs in one basket, but every other crypto seems like a Ponzi scheme. Stellar is the only one that seems legitimate to me.
And Jules, I'm glad you brought that up, okay? And the reason I'm glad you brought that up is because, and what date is today, real quick, before I forget?
Today's the 11th, I believe.
12,
Yeah,
11,
12,
21. Okay, all right. So Jules, yeah, what Jules is talking about is there are coins out there and tokens that reward you for staking, they reward you for holding. But but the reward system, how are they paying for that reward system? What is the product? What is the technology? And that's what Jules is talking about with the Ponzi scheme is if everything is just based on growth, right? And that's kind of what a Ponzi scheme is, right? It just keeps swallowing the swallowing and the swallowing and the swallowing, and you one level pays for the next level, pays for the next level, pays for the next level. So what Jules is talking about here is a lot of those other cryptos out there, especially the ones with the reward systems, your big reward systems, all right? Those aren't sustainable. There is no way that you're going to be giving out 5% rewards over and over and over again. If that were the case, the math would not make sense. You could overinvest and you could break the system technically. All right, it isn't. Those systems are only working right now because more and more and newer account holders are jumping in. That's how they're able to offer those rewards. So what Jules is talking about is, yes, a lot of things out there seem like Ponzi schemes because they're built on like just this inflation number that there's no sustainability behind it. The other thing is that Stellar is built on use case. It's built on a product idea of transferring money like email. Money should move like email. If my wife and I are traveling, I literally should be able to, at anywhere in the world, just email someone money. Something that easy. Send a text message. Money should not be crazy. It shouldn't be so complicated where I have to exchange different currencies and so far. Pain in the rear. No, it should just be, I hit a few buttons, I hit send, we're done, we move on with life, all right? Money right now, especially with technology, money and the speed of money should not be holding us back at all right now. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Let's see, and Brown Harper says utility coins. Yeah, coins that have a use case, coins that have something behind it, something that is a reason behind it, okay? But remember, though, there are plenty of different use cases, and I don't want people to think that that there's not. Okay, think about this. Let's say, all right, you wanted to move money without someone knowing. All right, government knowing. You wanted to move a large chunk of money without someone knowing. Family member, right? You're getting near the end, and you don't want to pay the taxes on the estate stuff. You know, you could do whatever. Okay. You know what coin you would use for that, what chain you would use for that, right? What if you wanted to do legitimate transactions? What if you wanted to do intercompany funding, right? There's use cases for all of those. And that was the big thing that came out of the crypto hearing was there's a use case for all this, but we need to inform the public what these use cases are and what these risk factors are. Because there's so many out there. There are so many darn coins out there. And the one guy was making fun of it and he goes, and even hamster coin. And yeah, there is hamster coin. There's all sorts of weird coins out there that honestly have very little purpose. Their white papers are garbage and so forth. But these are hyped up junk products. And so yeah, we are going to have to be very, very careful about that because that's where that crypto bubble is in play because a lot of the products out there are complete garbage. They really are. They are complete garbage. But there is a use case, right, for your Bitcoins, your Ethereums, right, your XLMs. There are use cases for all those. So we don't want to just say that they're crap. We just have to understand use cases.
Logston36 says Zcash for private transactions.
Yeah, and I want you guys to think about all the different opportunities that are out there for this, all the different scalable opportunities. Project Starlight, right? I did a video on Project Starlight taking XLM to 1 million transactions a second. We know with the gas fees, right? With Bitcoin and Ethereum, gas fees are killing people. I mean, for simple transactions, gas fees are over $100. For complex transactions, people are telling me right now they're paying over $300 a transaction, all right? And that was actually one of the things that Congress brought up to Coinbase. They said, hey, if I have this product, and I buy $100 and I sell it 4 days later at the same price, I actually lose $6. Yeah, there are certain products like on these these crypto like Coinbase charges a crap load. Their fees are a crap load for certain product groups, all right? So Congress is all about letting people know, hey, what are the use cases here? What are they backed by, right? USDC is backed, okay? I want you to think about that. USDC is backed. Normal banking transactions, right, deposits are not. Bet you didn't know that.
I did not know
Did
that.
not know that. Yeah. Normal banking transactions, when you go to your bank and you hand your bank a check, right? Someone pays you in check. That check is not backed by cash. But when you want to start a USDC account, right? US dollar cash or USD coin, right? US dollar coin. You want to start that, you have to give cash to get the coin. So that is fully backed. So your bank is holding on to a whole bunch of deposits that don't have any backing, right? We know the financial system's not backed, but bank deposits are not backed. So that's a risk factor number one. And actually, this is we're going to go against. That's what we're going to talk about now. We're going to talk about banking versus crypto and the big differences between the two. So the first one is in risk factors. All right, banks right now, when they accept your money as a deposit, that deposit is not backed by cash. Plain and simple, period. No, it's digital money that just kind of floats around in a pool that gets balanced every so often. That is just how it works, all right? Banks also have another risk factor because they lend money. So people that default on loans, the banks have a risk for that. So banks have two huge risk arms associated in their three business models, right? They do payments, deposits, and loans, right? That's all banks do. They don't do anything else, all right? Digital currency doesn't do loans. They will do deposits and payments. And guess what? It's all backed. It's all backed by currency. It's not crap fake money out there. So every dollar that you see on the USDC chain was an actual dollar turned in, was a backed dollar turned in to fund that. So that's why USDC is so big. That's why Stellar is able to leverage USDC, because that is a fully funded chain. It has full funded backing, all right? So yes, your normal banks out there, I kid you not, your deposit, if you hand your check in to that bank, that check is not backed by currency. That is just in through a floating ACH system that clears every 2-3 days or whatever the heck it is. Something scary to think about. And so when people out there knock on crypto and they knock about, hey, what is this? No, it's a much better technology because we can clear funds instantly. All right, crypto clears in 3 to 5 seconds, where ACH transactions can take 2 to 3 days and even longer on different payment pathways. Oh, and Diego. Hola, Diego. What's up, man? How are you doing? And we got...
Is it
Dr. Entruman. Yeah, Dr. Entruman. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hey, mate, thanks for sparing energy into XLM since I'm starting buys. No, I'm totally glad to cover anything regarding to Stellar. We have a whole bunch of content regarding Stellar. We have all different types of data too. So if you guys want to get into data analytics, about asset holders growing, if you guys want to get into charting, start talking about pricing, we could gladly do that. There's a bunch of stuff. So if you guys got the questions, I got the time, put the questions in the comments.
Well, Adam K does have a question. Do you think we should just hold XLM indefinitely because it's going to keep growing and growing?
All right. Now, I can only give you my opinion, right? And you guys obviously know the whole, like, oh my God, this is not investment advice, it's for entertainment, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we get it, right? Imagine this is us talking at a bar. Be fitting because I have a drink. So yes, it's like us talking at a bar. My strategy is I am holding long, and I have a time frame built out. I am holding long, a couple years, okay? Because of the organic growth of the network in the ecosystem. And us holding those coins, right? Holding onto that ecosystem is going just to give it further funding, further growth. So for me, I'm buying on all these dips. If every time we are under sub 30, I'm hitting the hammer. The end of story. I am hitting the hammer sub 30 because for me, that is a great buy. So yep, I am a personal long-term holder, but we have a bunch of the people on the channel that do the short-term hits. We have a bunch of the people on the channel that jumped in when Stellar was right around 22 cents, and then they got out at 30. So very, very different. Oh, doggies shouldn't be barking. And so, yeah, that's kind of how I see it, Adam. I see the use case growing, and I see it where you're going to see Stellar really push hard to be the global leader in payments. They said that. At Meridian 2021, Stellar, they said, Denelle Dixon said they want to be the global leader in payments by 2025. So for those of you that are holding long, 2025 is not far out. That really is not at all, all right? I mean, we are almost at 2022 right now, and Stellar is moving very quickly. You have seen the projects that we have been covering on this page. Stellar is growing fast. Diego says, when in the moon? Diego, it is about when we start converting asset holders and when more of these asset holders start jumping over into this section here. This right now, this 5 million asset holders of 10 lumens, that is not much organic question. All right, it is not a big organic squeeze. Sorry about that. It's not a big organic squeeze. This has to get bigger, and we actually need to see this bar shift a little bit more over here, where there are more people holding more substantial chunks of lumens to drive the price up. Let's see. Joga says, I'm curious what you have on those Lightment tabs. Any collection you have your eye on that you think is good with some potential? Let me see. Okay, so what I have... so what I did with Lightment, all right? I minted stuff on Lightment, and I minted stuff on Lightment as a way for people to donate to the channel. I am not an artist. I can tell you that right now. I'm not an artist. I get the finance stuff. I get operations. I get all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I do. I'm not big into art. I did this, and I built this as a platform for people to be able to donate to the channel to later flip it. So I don't want you to think of anything... Like, I'm not. I can tell you that right now. This, for me, is I'm using it as a donation mechanism because a lot of people asked me if they could donate through Lumens, and I thought, hey, why not better than give them NFTs? But one that I am looking at, and I will tell you this right now, Joga, what I'm looking at is this page, is Vein 3D, all right? And what I want from this author, okay, and what I'm looking for, all right, is these cubes right here, these 3D replicating cubes. This is what I want because I want to imprint a logo on one of these cubes, like on the different sides, right? Angle the logo on them and maybe put like a Stellar logo, something cool like on that, and have that like as kind of like my cube or my orb that's in the background of my videos. So that's right now what I'm looking at. I'm looking at taking someone's art and adding my own kind of stamp to it, my own customization, so that it fits my channel need. And then what I could do then is I could then take that and then sell that from a little bit point and let someone else use it then, you know, say for their channel or their logo right now. So, yep, that's what I'm actually looking at for Lightment right now. I'm also thinking of launching some really, really risque stuff on Lightment. I am not talking like the PG-13 stuff you normally see on Lightment. I'm talking about some very, very interesting things on Lightment. If that's stuff that you guys are into, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the chat. Because, yeah, I kind of think Lightment needs a little bit more R rating, all right? I'm just throwing it out there like, sorry, but, you know, at nighttime we put the kids to bed and the adults come out to play. Lightment needs some adult. So if you guys are into Lightment and if you think adult is what Lightment needs, let me know, because I'm very, very tempted on launching a very adult, very R-rated kind of Lightment collection. So, yep, let me know in the comments. Let's see. They keep barking when I ask a question. What about the Simpsons episode about Stellar? I never saw the Simpsons episode about Stellar. I'd be kind of curious to see that. If you guys have a link, email me the link. It won't work in the chat. Email me in the link. We got Diego saying a struggler. That was XRP, not XLM. Yeah, that's right. It was XRP that was a Simpsons episode. I think it was like, I will not buy XRP or something like that is what he said it. Bronx Boy chimes in, you are the man. No, sir, you are. Hopefully you're having a good New York night. Hopefully you're staying warm up there too in New York. What about JP Morgan coin competing with XLM? I don't see the JP Morgan coin competing with XLM as much. Or I'm sorry. Yes, I see them competing. Yes, they're competing. Every coin is competing for everything. XRP is competing with XLM. Everyone is competing with everyone for money. But in terms of saying that the JP Morgan coin is going to compete with XLM in terms of like a market share fear or risk, I don't see that. I don't see this younger generation connecting with JP Morgan. I just don't see it. I think I was even maybe one of the later generations that was still legit with E-Trade. So I don't know. I think JP Morgan has this legacy feature to them, and it's going to be very hard for them to get into that crypto realm the same way. You really are seeing quite a big financial divide, and quite a big like age and knowledge gap divide right now being created in the financial markets. And let's see, we got Sandbox is where it's at. We're all going to play in the Sandbox. And when you say risque, are you talking Playboy? You know, Jules, I don't know yet, like, what direction I want to go, but you bet your ass I want to bring something nasty to Lightmint. I do. I want to bring some adult-based content there, because I'm not knocking on Lightmint in terms of, like, it as a hosting service. What I'm knocking on Lightmint, all right, and if you guys don't mind, let's explore Lightmint, all right? Let's explore most popular, all right? Let's just do it, guys. Like, this is Fluffy Bunny. Like, cool. You got like a Bugatti, and don't get me wrong, I think this is cool. Like, it's cool, it's art. Yo, but this is stuff like my kids are into. Like, this is soft. This is Weenie Hut Jr. This isn't even PG-13. Like, has anyone seen a single nip slip? No. Like, I haven't. And no, like, this is cool. Like, I like the Stellar Punk. Like, I like that kind of stuff. But, like, Poster Girl. Do you see any cleavage even on Poster Girl? No, I mean, like, that's kind of what I'm saying, guys, is as I think Lightmint needs a little bit of R-rated. I would love to say Lightmint needs a little bit of X-rated, but that might be a little hard one to sell. But I'm very tempted on launching a very R-rated Lightmint collection. I am. I'm really heavily considering it. I haven't told you about it. This is totally not what you think. I am. I'm thinking of really putting something out there that is going to make this stuff a little bit more, I don't know, fit the adult realm. I mean, have you guys been on some of those marketplaces with Ethereum, some of the NFT marketplaces with Ethereum? There is some raunchy stuff going on in there. And, like, this is a lot of Fluffy Bunny. And, again, I'm not knocking Lightmint as a provider. I'm just knocking the diversity of, like, R-rated stuff, okay? All their work, when you first launch it, is rated not safe for work. That's what I want to do. I want my shit to be not safe, because I really do. I think we have to bring some R-rated to the NFTs. Ideally, I would love to see some X-rated to the NFTs, but I don't want to get banned or anything like that. So just food for thought. If you guys are into that kind of stuff, if you want to see some more edgy stuff on Lightmint, I think I can make something happen here pretty soon. I think I can make something pretty cool happen. I probably would charge a hefty penny for what I'm thinking, but I could always mint it and have you guys look at it. I mean, I don't know. This is what Lightmint is missing. I kid you not, okay? So when you look at this stuff, and even if you look at, like, most recent, like, I mean, this is cool. Like, I mean, like, I get it. I mean, but, dude, like, some of us want some risque stuff, man. Like, where's the naughty? Where's the dirty? I mean, like Flames of Hope, like, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing a little Rorschach thing, and I'm thinking, am I seeing some side nip here? Is that some cleave? Do I see cleave right here? I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. There's another level of the Stellar ecosystem that isn't being tapped into, and that's the adult level, all right? So if you guys are into this adult NFT thing, let me know. I'm really, really thinking about kind of launching a risque or total R-rated NFT line.
Go for it.
I see. I got the blessing.
Navneet Sharma says, do you use any alert system for reaching a particular price?
Yes, I do. I use Coinbase Pro. I use that. And that works the best for me. I have automatic orders set up, so I don't worry about the alert as if it hits a certain price. I know that, hey, at the next time it hits, like, for instance, the next time it hits 0.2251, I drop another big chunk. All right, that's how I have my alert set up. It just makes it easier for me. I'm not sitting there tracking my phone, like, waiting for alerts and waiting for prices. I just know if my email goes off, I bought something. Like, it just makes it easier for me mentally, rather than constantly going over my phone, hitting refresh, looking, did it hit, or wait a minute, what does this alert say? No, I have my plan ahead of time, and so my automatic orders I set up with Coinbase Pro.
Okay, next one. Jules says, like Facebook, JP Morgan is desperately playing catch up.
No, that's a good way to put it, Jules.
Virtual Unknown. Did you see the videos I posted in the Juicy Bits video comment? Did you?
No, I did not. So there's videos in the Juicy Bits videos comments. Did I say that right?
You did.
All right, and let's see. All right, where you at, bud? Because I'm looking in here. Do this virtual, because I don't see anything in those right now in the Juicy Bits comments. If you could, if there's some videos that you wanted me to check out, dude, hit me up in the email. If you don't know where the email is, go to the channel page, go to About, and scroll down, and it says View Email Address, and then just hit me up via email. And that goes for any of you guys out there. If you guys got something that you want me to read, something you want me to check out, hit me up, send me an email, let me know what it is, all right, just so I know what the hell I'm walking into. I don't want to...
Because we noticed that in some of the videos, they're not letting people put, like, links or anything up, really. So I wonder if it's being
Yeah, we have.
audited.
We've noticed even... like when we've checked stuff, I've actually checked stuff on my phone and then kind of gone on my main dashboard and noticed comments have been missing. Replies that I've said that you've seen are now missing too. So yeah, if there's stuff you guys are really worried about that I'm not seeing that you think is super, super, super urgent, like email it to me. Seriously, email it to me. Go on the channel page, all right? The main channel page, go to About. You'll see View Email Address. Click on that. Email me. We'll be all good in the hood.
Well, all right. So back to the enlightenment. Joel says that R-rated is intriguing. So, hey, maybe you got something going there. Larry Flint would have been all over the NFTs. R.I.P.
See, I'm telling you, all right, if you guys seriously... risque NFTs, have my wife do it. Have my wife launch like naughty NFTs, right? Hey, that would be her website, naughty NFTs. No, I'm just kidding you. But no, I'm telling you guys,
it has a ring to it.
It does have a ring to it. Naughty NFTs hosted by my wife. Yeah. No, like seriously, it is. That is a segment missing, okay? And the Stellar ecosystem is only as good as all of us make it. So that's where we have to come up with these ideas. So yes, naughty NFTs. You heard it here first. Naughty NFTs. I'm telling you, people would pay for that. People would pay for NFT fetishes. I'm telling you, man. People would pay good money to have fetish NFT art. People would pay good money for intriguing adult risque art. Maybe a little Baroque macabre style thrown in there. I mean, like, there's so many different things you could do. Sorry.
All right. Next. Diego says when the porn industry starts endorses something, it takes off, literally.
Sex sells.
It does.
And guess what isn't?
See it even on like kid shows. Like if they like a haha, joke in there that only adults should get. Like it's everywhere.
Yeah, even like your SpongeBob movies. There are sexual references in the SpongeBob movies. Sex sells. If you want to know where Stellar has missed out, Stellar has not built it, or I'm sorry, they've built it, but no one has taken advantage of making it for every person out there, right? So the freaks on a leash out there, all that kind of stuff, they're still looking for that. They're
corn reference.
Yeah, you like the corn reference? That was good. But I'm telling you, there's that R and X rated market for NFTs that I think we should tap into. And I think we can make some really cool stuff happen and bring new energy to NFTs on the Stellar chain.
All right, so Old Weightlifting is joining us by drinking some Stella Rosa tonight.
Rock on. I have red muscatine wine. Thank you.
I'm doing a Riesling semi-sweet.
Ooh, look at that.
Delicious, high alcohol. Diego says, I bought a cold wallet to hold my crypto, but I am a little paranoid about installing my crypto on there because I think the people who shipped it might have a virus on it to steal the crypto. How do you know?
And the thing is you have to be very tech savvy, and you have to research the hard wallet that you buy, and you have to make sure that thing is clean. The best thing you could do is just move some of your money to just a chunk wallet, and this is not advice, okay? But I'm telling you how I do it. I move a very, 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 very small amount of money to a separate wallet when I test something. That way, if something happens, and then it's a dead-end account, end of story, all right? So if something happens, it's dead-ended on that, all right? When it comes to the payment on-ramps and off-ramps, it's dead-ended, all right? So that's how I do it. I test with small amounts, and then that's it.
Diego also says, is it legit for me to feel that way?
Yes.
I believe so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But think about this. People steal money on your debit cards all the time. The dogs are just energetic today. I don't know what the heck is happening.
Our neighbors are energetic, so that makes the dogs...
But yeah, think about it, guys. I mean, the debit cards, the credit cards, right? They get stolen all the time, too. So the concerns that you have regarding a physical wallet, all right, it's the same concerns that we have when our regular wallets get stolen, all right, is the safety of it. It's only going to get better over time. Again, we are still really early on right here. So when you explore these wallets, do a lot of due diligence, do a lot of research on it, and I always open up the smallest amount just to see what the functionality is and see if it's secure. Hey, once I know it's legit, then I could start kind of putting more funds into it and feeling more comfortable with it. Let's see. Barno chimes in. What's up, Barno? How's it going? Hi, Stellar fans. What a beautiful, emotional, done deal, Dixon. Yeah, she did really, really good, Barno. And real quick, if you guys are watching this, if you haven't, go on the community tab of the page. Go and vote on stuff. We also have a membership section. Yep, we have a membership section. And also, if you haven't, go and vote on when crashes and corrections happen, are you a buyer or seller? We right now have 429 votes for this, with the majority, 93% of people out there are buyers when the market dips, with 7% selling and heading on out. All right, so if you haven't, vote on that already. If you guys want to support the channel, you're welcome to support some of the NFTs for the page. Again, I am not an artist. I'm just doing them just for a way for people to support the channel, but I am thinking of naughty, dirty adult NFT art, or NART.
Nart. Oh,
Nart.
Look at you.
Yes, I'm
Did
getting.
you make that up yourself?
I did. That was so interesting. Virtual unknown. Yeah, virtual. Seriously. So we did. We just checked that one, virtual. We were looking in that file. This is Juicy Bits. Like I said, we went on the comment section. Give me a second here. And I don't see it. I do not see any comment whatsoever from you on here. Yeah, I don't see it. Give me a second. Let me try something else here. So I'll pause this. Let me just see here. I go to comments. Yeah, see, virtual, it's not on here. So again, if you guys want to send me a link, make sure that you email it to me, all right? YouTube will delete a whole bunch of comments. They don't even allow links to be posted unless I post them. I have to be the one, because I can post this link because it's my story. Right. But like other people cannot post it. So yeah, if there's something that you want me to look at, let me know. Email it to me.
All right, where did you leave it?
Jules says, are there rules for how X-rated NFTs can be? Jules, I have read over their thing. The only thing that I saw that was a big no-no was anything that involved CP, or any even thing suggesting anything of people that are of younger age, all right? That is a big no-no. We don't even want to flirt with that. And they even said that it looked, all right? So you don't even want to touch. That was the only thing I saw of like a rule that was, or things that would like screw up the platform, but that was more on like a using it using it against itself kind of thing. So honestly, I don't know, Jules. I think we're going to be okay, and I think I'm going to risk it. I think I might risk it. I think I might risk it with something cool with the NFTs.
Sounds like a plan. Virtual always wants the shots.
Yes.
Virtual, what shot are you doing today?
Yeah, Virtual, what are you doing? Because you know what? I got you called out right here. Welcome to Southern Comfort Black. Southern Comfort Black. It's dark. It's quite a bit darker. So this is my shot. So, Virtual, real quick here. So if you want to know how to email me, dude, here, check it out. Go on the main page, all right? Like, go to the YouTube page for this channel, okay? You're going to see this. Go all the way on the right. You're going to see an About section, okay? Click on the About section, and you're going to see a tab in the middle that says View Email Address, all right? This goes for all of you out there. If you want to send me something cool to read, X-rated NFTs, whatever you guys want to send me. No, it is. Go in the channel page, go to the About section, click on View Email Address, and I will gladly respond back. All right.
All right. So, A Struggler. To me, XLM isn't designed to be a currency so that it can be related to naughty stuff, since it's mainly a medium between multiple flat cryptocurrencies, right?
Well, A Struggler, I'm glad you said that, okay? XLM is an open-sourced chain. No one owns it, and it was built with the intention to be used for anything, all right? Obviously, their SDF, not the chain, but SDF's mission is to help the underbanked. Well, I see a chain out there that's secure, fast, and not paying crazy gas fees, and I know that there's a market out there that I can enhance the end user experience by providing an item out there that is not available. That's a market opportunity. So I get what you're saying about XLM isn't designed to be a currency, so it can be related to naughty stuff. Dude, what about cash? You can buy pornog with cash, right? You can buy pornog with checks or a debit card. So, like, I get what you're saying with Stellar, but at the same time, remember, if you want to build the ecosystem of Stellar to be sustainable in the future, you're going to need all types of money making that thing move, all right? All types of different investors and all different types of people.
Alrighty. So Diego says, any thoughts on the highly shilled Casta coin by Carl on the Moon? I think their platform looks interesting.
Diego, I have not seen that, and I'm always very skeptical of places that shill stuff. You guys have seen I am honest about stuff. If you look at my video lineup of things, I do not shill, end of story, all right? You look at my videos, I tell you see in here what things I am happy with and not happy with, end of story, all right? So if it shill stuff, I really don't like to get into that. That's just not my thing.
All right, Josh Fisher, hey there.
What's up, Josh?
Says, what's up? When and where do you think we'll see the Stellar commercial?
Yeah, you know what, Josh? I've been wondering about that too. Right now, and so for those of you that don't know this, Stellar has a commercial out there. And let's see, I have so many effing links in this. It's so insane right now. But yeah, Stellar has a commercial, all right? And I've got it up on the screen right now. There is no sound. I don't want to get a strike for playing someone else's stuff, so I'm not going to do it. Long story short, Stellar has a commercial. It's really, really cool. You could search it. Go to Stellar Development Foundation, The Power of Stellar Video. I'm waiting to see it. I am. I'm kind of wondering, like what would be the best demographic to play something like that? I mean, seriously, like if their big new project is opening up this Mexico-U.S. payment corridor, and we've seen now this is not only peer-to-peer but business, like, you know, B2B, then I don't know, advertising this, you know, south of the border or the border corridor, that'd be pretty big. That'd be a really, really good use case, because that could be something we could implement and work on right now. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of my thing, Josh. I'm kind of wondering, too, when am I going to see this? Because if this is the Stellar commercial, and right now we're talking about Josh's question about the Stellar commercial, when is it going to be on TV? When are we going to see it? The Stellar commercial has now been out for 3-ish weeks, 3.5 weeks, okay? At 3.5 weeks, it's only 10,000 views. So they're really not sharing it with too many people, right? Their Stellar is still missing on the whole idea of algorithms in YouTube. They still have not capitalized on that, all right? So, yeah, I am kind of curious on when they're going to actually start sharing it. I am. I'd love to see it. I'd love to start seeing little snippets, 30-second, 15-second clips here and there.
All right, so we have some Grey Goose going down, and then we have some Svedka vodka.
Ooh, some Svedka vodka. Oh, so while you guys are talking about your drinks, I am doing Southern Comfort Black for the cowboy that lives in all of us. So yeah, let me take my shot. I'm gonna do a quick cheers while my wife catches up on the comments.
All right, we got some Bush.
Bottoms up.
We're doing. We have Jason Alt, who has joined in and just wants to say hi to everyone.
Gross.
Let's see. Stella Rosa, red berry moscato.
Ooh.
That sounds actually delicious.
Ooh, that is good. And yes, it is going down tonight. You better believe it's going down tonight. Oh, you guys want to know why it's going down?
Let's hear it. Why?
Our 2 kids that are still living with us are at a dance tonight.
They looked awesome.
They looked good, and they had a ride home, so her and I can get completely...
Not completely.
I can get completely annihilated while my wife stays functional.
I have to be functional until they walk in the door.
So, yeah, that's kind of the night we got. Sorry about that.
All right, moving on. Diego says Casta is a legit platform.
Yeah, and I like I said, I don't research a whole bunch. I really try to keep focused on Stellar. Like I said, I do dabble in other ones too, but I try not to get lost in the weeds with so many coins out there. All right, and let's see. Virtual says you sent him. Virtual, thank you. I will check in with that. I'll probably hit it up tomorrow because, like I said, we're only going to go to about 8:30 tonight. So again, if you guys got questions regarding anything that happened with crypto and Congress, hit us up in the questions. Ask us what's up.
Yeah. Jason Alt says, what's the prediction in the chat for XLM in end of 2022?
Yeah, guys, hit up the chat. Do it. Let's everyone know what the chat is.
Diego's thinking 25.
Ah, see, yeah, 25, 30. Yeah, and Diego's right. 10,000 views is pathetic, all right? And Diego goes, honestly, though, I've heard shady things about Jed McCaleb. Diego, what rich person have you not heard shady things about? And I'm not saying that to discredit what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, I think it's so common with money nowadays that my wife and I were talking about this. Money really corrupts people. Money really changes people.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I do. But just remember the author, all right? Just kind of watch where the stuff is coming from. I have an article up on the screen right now that I don't know if you guys caught it. I just released this video today. So there might be some of you guys that haven't caught it. But check out this video, okay? Tribal Credit, Bitso, and Stellar collab for Latin cross-border B2B payments. Okay, now there is a name on there that is huge, and that's Bitso, okay? And I don't know if any of you awesome, crypto people out there know who Bitso is. Bitso is the company that helped with the Chivo wallet. Yep, El Salvador's Chivo wallet. They onboarded 2.2 or 2.1 million wallet holders in the first 2 months. So Bitso has tons of experience when it comes to rolling out big scale products. So when I saw this story and when I launched the story, and again, if you haven't seen this story that I'm talking about, it's this one right here where it says no way with Stellar and the XRP logo on there. That is because Tribal Credit, Bitso, and Stellar are now creating a B2B payment corridor with the United States and Mexico. And for those of you that don't know, I actually worked for a company that had that exact problem of cross-border business-to-business payments. And I got to see firsthand all of the other companies that could use it. This is huge. This one right here, this Tribal Credit LATAM cross-border payment thing, this is going to be a bigger program than what people think because this is B2B. This is huge because the market down there is huge. Anything on the manufacturing border between United States in Mexico, right? Whether it's Texas and Mexico or it's California and Mexico, huge applications for this stuff here.
All right. And let's see where we're at. A struggler says, at Diego, it's not a PewDiePie type video. Big corporation videos don't hit big numbers. We've seen that a lot. Like, if it's not, like, gimmicky or...
Yeah.
It's not, like, someone who has, like, 1 million followers.
Yeah, and okay, so let's look at let's talk about that real quick, okay? The idea of the 10,000 views for Stellar video is not a lot. Okay, you're right, it's not. It's not a PewDiePie video. It's not a Mr. Beast video. It's not a Family Hobbies and Cards channel, which has more views than Stellar. No, but it's maybe it's 10,000 people that are really into Stellar. So maybe it's not the quantity of views. Maybe it's the quality of views. But I still believe, though, that number should be way higher, considering we just went through Meridian 2021 and we just went through the congressional hearing, all right? But for those of you that are joining now that did not earlier, yep, we have an alert. Our whale tracker is up and live. Yep, we are tracking whales free willy. All right, so the whale tracker's up, and I have some updates for you in the category of 10 million to 1 billion lumens. We have now seen an increase of 3 whales in that category. And you're saying to me, well, hey, Klaus, wait a minute. That probably means, though, that more people bought from the 100,000 to 10 million category. Well, I got that stat, too, for you. That category increased as well from 5,803 people to 5,835 people now own between 100,000 and 10 million lumens. So there are more whales now buying into Stellar. And we have the whale tracker on this channel to follow it. Pretty cool stuff here, guys. Pretty cool stuff. All right, so let's see. We've got...
Real quick, can you finish that so I can pour you a little bit more?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Hold on. I was told that I have to finish my glass so I can get a refill here real quick. Oh, well, thank you. Ooh.
Tell me when.
Ooh, I like it. Thank you.
That's it?
Ooh, that smells. Whoa. Oh, that stinks. Smell this.
I'm not going to smell it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Really?
Holy shit. Smell that.
It's a muscadine. That's what you like.
Oh, God. All right, I'll drink it anyways. Whatever. All right, let's get back to the comments real quick here. All right, so Virtual's saying if Bitcoin doesn't tank, yeah, Bitcoin is still going to be holding the roost. I still do think it can do 50 cents by the end of the year, but we're going to need to see some big moves here in the broader market. Bitcoin is going to have to come up. Ethereum is going to have to come up. We're going to have to see those two prop up this whole market at this time. Josh says, I heard from a guy that 1 million transaction Stellar is doing on Starlight is just peer-to-peer. I'm not sure why that also wouldn't work with the whole chain, but this guy questioned it. What would be the difference on peer-to-peer in B2B? Right? It's still wallet to wallet, right? So, I mean, and the chain doesn't understand a business wallet versus a personal wallet. So I kind of wonder about that too. So if you guys have the answer, definitely hit us up in the chat. Let's see. Virtual says, Stellar is also getting into smart contracts. Juicy bit on the video. Yes, Stellar is getting into smart contracts. I'd like to see more dApps too. I don't know if you guys are into dApps too. I would like to start seeing some dApps because I really think there's some applications there that could work very well with that. I'd like to see more of that.
All right, where you at?
Right here.
Okay, from Jules. People are being short-sighted. Stellar is going to become dominant. Then the news will report it. Then the price will explode.
This tastes like Windex. This is disgusting.
All right.
All right, never mind. Whatever that bottle is.
That's a Childress, so he should stick to racing it.
Yeah, man, that was, holy crap, that was disgusting. All right, sorry about that. Let's see, and it says, Jules, you're right, people are being short-sighted. Diego says, the buyers are showing up in the 20 to 30 range. Yep, I totally believe that is true. Buyers are holding at that for now because they know the floor hasn't been raised yet. I have not raised my floor target of 30. I have not raised that yet. I still buy hard sub 30.
All right, Jason Alt says, don't you think the last 2 years of this cycle we got more traders? When crypto came out, we had less. That's because people moving to the NASDAQ and trading in crypto. It's different this time around. It
is very different this time around. And when you look at the pricing, okay, and when you look at the moves that Stellar has made pricing-wise, all right, this latest phase here, okay, look at this. This is still a pretty tight phase. A lot of ping-pong between the 25 and 40 cent mark. Look at the two ceilings, right, the 42, 43 cent ceilings. But check this out. This has been very tight right here. This first part right here was people just learning that crypto was even available. You guys got to remember, in this January, February part, you couldn't even buy XLM on Webull. It wasn't even available yet. So once these new institutions, once the data and new news came out, I mean, it was a crazy, crazy market time. The way we're trading now, this is much more the norm. This is much more what I think all of us are used to.
All right. So Diego says the sellers are around 43 cents area.
Yep, you're right. 42 to 43 cent right now is the near-term ceiling.
Jason Alt says more whales, more traders.
Yep, that's true. But we do have the whale tracker on this channel. So Santa, I have been nice. A 993 air-cooled Turbo S.
Yeah, good luck with that. Anyway, Hey Gare says, love this dip, buying more XLM.
I have bought quite a bit too. I'm actually trying to get a certain someone to buy into it too, because right now I think this is some prime type. So I'm good with this price point right now.
Josh says, yeah, good point. P2P sounds the same as B2B.
Yeah, Josh, from a technical standpoint, I don't understand the difference. The only difference that you would have would be your on-ramp, okay? Would be the way that you transfer your money from your current financial institution to your wallet. But once it gets to the Stellar protocol layer, that's not what happens, all right? The money wouldn't know the difference.
Diego has a good point. How do you know what Windex tastes like?
I don't know what Windex tastes like, but I swear to God, when I smell this,
It does smell funky.
It does. It has like a weird, like kind of like almost like an ammonia, like the cheap Windex, like the crappy stuff you get from like Walmart, like the real generic stuff. And then when I tasted it, I almost had this. Maybe it's like that fermented, like methanol kind of scent to it. I just. It's not good. I am doing this because I love you guys and because I care and I don't believe in wasting wine.
Yeah, but if it's bad, it's
It
bad.
is really disgusting.
I wouldn't even worry about it. You have some other stuff in there you can drink. Don't get wasted off a Windex, please.
Seriously, that tastes disgusting. That is absolutely horrid.
All right, so virtual unknown. Samsung is also creating a wallet which you will be able to buy XLM, not XRP.
Virtual, was that the article that you sent me? Because if it's not, send me that article. Seriously, Virtual, I'm telling you right now, man, if you have that article where Samsung is doing the wallet that's XLM and not XRP, please send me that article. I will be super, super thankful. I will be huge thankful. Virtual. If you can send that to me, I would totally appreciate it.
All right, Hamogear says, I believe 2022 is going to be epic. Jason says they said epic in 2021. LOL.
Yeah, but 2021 was epic. And don't get me wrong, Jason, don't get me wrong. I think we were all hoping, and we were all hoping the first half of the year would continue through the second half, and we didn't see that, right? We saw the corrections happening near the second half of the year, late first half of the year. But you can't say 2021 was bad because look at it. I mean, at the beginning of 2021, I mean, what are we sitting at? 13 cents? I mean, that's still good movement, all right? So, yes, don't get me wrong. I know we didn't have this meteoric rise that took us to $2. I get that. But look at the use case. Look at the building blocks that were built this year. Look at all the partnerships that were created this year. That's not always going to reflect in price. I mean, think of when Tesla does stuff, right? When Tesla talks about, hey, we're going to build 5 or 6 gigafactories. Those gigafactories are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years out, The rubber doesn't hit the road until those partnerships go live. That's the same thing with Stellar. They've got a lot of the partnerships. Now they just need to go live with big holders. All
right. Virtual, I agree. Don't drink it. If it tastes bad, skip the Windex. We have other stuff in there.
It is disgusting. Seriously, it is. It's the smell. Here, hold on. This is some ASMR for you guys, all right? Its horrid taste, mixed with its fermented cheese value, gave my stomach nothing but the most unpleasant trees. Dude, it's disgusting. This is... Usually I can drink pretty much any... You guys know I've drank an Everclear on the show. This is... Here, I got a Christmas gift for you.
I don't like muscadine anyway, so it's bad muscadine. It's really bad.
This is disgusting. This is really disgusting.
Thank you, Virtual, for sending that video. Klaus will definitely...
Yeah, thank you for sending that.
Diego says he's going to Google the Samsung bit.
Yeah, I'll make... I don't want to steal thunder from Virtual, but yeah, if this is a legit story, I'll gladly run with it. I'm cool with that.
From Josh Fisher, what do y'all think about this banking cyber attack the banks and the IMF just ran a simulation for? The World Economic Forum ran a simulation for a pandemic 2 months before COVID was announced. They totally planned it.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. Government also missed a whole bunch of money right around 9/11. Like I said, I don't want to get into political stuff in the channel. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing this for money. But there's this thing right here, all right, is that the government, I'm going to leave it up on the screen right now because I'm a good person. The U.S. government announces 2.3 trillion missing a day before 9/11. That news got buried under the rug, all right? So, no, trust me, if you guys are big NCIS fans, there's no such thing as coincidences. Gibbs rule. No such thing as coincidences.
Alrighty, so let's see. Hamo, LOL at Jason. Hopefully we have set the foundation for 2022. Diego says, I put my order in for a Cybertruck. Jules says, what do you mean by that? Stellar needs to go live with big holders.
Yeah, Stellar needs to go live with more asset holders, okay? Not necessarily big holders, but more asset holders, okay? And what that is, that's looking, and I have so many windows up here, so I'm trying to keep this cool. That's this distribution sheet right here. You can see that there are 5 million asset holders that only hold up to 10 lumens. That is not much, all right? When we launch these programs, we need to see these numbers grow much dramatically and at a bigger portion. We want to see more holders in the 10 to 100,000 lumen range. That's ideally what we want. But right now, think about that. 5 million, just hear me out. 5 million of the asset holders of Stellar's total 6.25 million. 5 million of them hold between 0.1 to 10 lumens. Once Stellar has more programs that are going live that people are functioning in the Stellar ecosystem, this number here is going to slide further over to this way as more people use it and use Stellar the way it was intended.
All right, so Diego says the Bitcoin bear market has begun. And Hamo says, is anyone else think the price for XLM seems oddly weird that it's not moving a lot, like it's the calm before the storm?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Hamo Gear. Because look at the chart I got up on the screen right now. Look at these narrow bands of consolidation between 30 and 40 cents. And by narrow bands, yes, I understand it. It's a 40% swing. That's not narrow. In the world of Stellar, yes, that is narrow compared to what we have been dealing with. I'm very curious about that because there is definitely a converging triangle wedge pattern that you're seeing here. If I were to draw it out, I did it in another video, but you could see that it is playing for something big happening at the end of December, early part of January. Also remember, corporate budgets reset January 1st. So expect a flurry of news to come out the first few weeks of January and February regarding new programs and actually launching, okay? When MoneyGram does their budgeting, I'm telling you this with the utmost of experience that I've put into this, they will not, I repeat, they will not put extreme amounts of money into something in fourth quarter. That is super rare because the budget for that year has already been built like the year before. If there is a new project that was launched this year, right, or that's on the horizon, they're going to wait until first quarter of 2021 when funds are open. Companies build out budgets 1 year in advance. It is very different than personal banking, corporate finance. Trust me, these things are built out way, way in advance. So look for January 2021 leading into January 2022 and February 2022.
And howdy back to you, Frederick. Welcome.
Yes, Frederick, howdy.
Jewel says, at Hamo, yes, there are so many hype coins. I think people are investing in them.
And Jules, this is like the .com bubble of the late 90s, early 2000s. I've said it time and time again on this channel. Only invest in the good projects out there because you will get burned. And what I'm talking about is this. Look at Doge. Everyone, you remember Doge was big?
I do.
The kids loved Doge.
Yeah.
Everyone was Dogecoin.
They did.
The kids loved it. Where is Doge at right now? Struggling. Elon Musk puts out a meme that barely even props the coin up right here. Look at this. It barely propped it, and it's still tanking, all right? So be very, very cautious of the meme coins that are out there. And again, if you guys have any questions, now is the time to ask them regarding Stellar Lumens, what happened with Congress, what other questions you guys got. Now is the time to ask them because we are going until 8:30 Eastern Standard Time tonight. So get your questions in now.
All right, I'll talk fast. Hamo says, at Jules, right, I feel XLM is going to explode in price, then all them haters and kick themselves in their ace.
That's disgusting.
Stop drinking it.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Diego, in an earlier live stream, you said you would be happy with XLM at 5 cents.
At 50.
Or 50 cents, sorry. By the end of the year, where do you stand now?
Oh, I would still be happy with 50 cents at the end of the year. And I'll still hold to my target. For me, it's not about being right or wrong. For me, it's about why is the price where it's at right now. Is the price low right now because XLM sucks? Or is it low because the market is starting to realize there's a lot of crap coins out there and people are going to get burned? For those of you that have traded through the .com bubble, we know exactly what's happening right now. We've seen this before.
Before we end.
Oh, yeah, no problem. We have seen this before, all right? I'm telling you this right now. We have seen this before, all right? This is what happens. The market starts getting really, really nervous. The money starts only funneling to good projects. This is pre-.com bubble stuff playing right now with the crypto and the meme coins out there. Let's see. Hamo, I agree it's amazing and they don't see it. Virtual says it's good hanging out with Klaus and Amy. Yeah, no, it's good hanging out with you guys too. I didn't know what anyone thought of the Saturday night format. I mean, I didn't want to like kind of like get in people's, like fun time of the night, or time of the week where we all want to hang out and, have some fun. But yeah, let me know if you guys thought like Saturday night was pretty legit. And I will stop drinking the Windex. I kid you guys not. This is, it has a smell. I cannot place my thumb on it, and I've had a slight cold here recently since I traveled to DC because that trip really wore me out. But it has this slight smell that is not pleasant. It's really funky. I don't know. Maybe I'll let it like aerate a little bit and let it. Oh, my wife brought shots in. So
these are for Virtual because every time Virtual and I are on the same stream, they want us to do some shots, so we are going to end today with a virtual
We can do
shot.
that. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. But yeah, and Virtual also says White Sox 2022.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we definitely want to see more White Sox games in 2022. Diego is going to go watch the UFC fights now. Diego, enjoy the UFC fights. God always love. And if you guys haven't watched it, if you guys like UFC, I got a really good YouTube channel for you, Street Beefs.
Oh, that's horrible.
Street Beefs. Dude, you watch these thugged out ghetto people beat the crap out of it. Street
It's
Beefs.
awful.
Watch Street Beefs.
awful.
If you like UFC, watch Street Beefs. Street Beefs.
Anyway.
And Virtual says shots. Let's do shots for Virtual quick here if you're
All
cool
right,
with that.
Let's.
All right. What is this, by the way?
It's a surprise. Just drink it.
No, I have no problem
Go
with that.
for it.
Ooh. That's the peanut butter one.
That is peanut butter.
Oh, that is peanut butter shots. Holy crap.
Ooh.
Ooh, man, she is going to kill me tonight, man. Holy crap. And let's see, shot 30. Yes, it is shot 30. And again, don't forget, you guys, if you wanted to participate more, we have another live stream like this tomorrow. So again, if you missed out on any of this, don't worry, it'll be in the live stream folder. We're also doing another live stream tomorrow. Earlier pre-football game. I did it pre-football for you guys so you guys could enjoy some XLM talk and then you could go on with football. Let's see. Josh says, do you think the SEC will settle with Ripple before the evidence discovery? No. Josh, again, at the end of the year, it is very weird to see big things happen. I'm telling you right now, it is the weirdest thing in the world. People are thinking holidays. No one on Capitol Hill is thinking anything big. Nowhere in the Judiciary Committee is like, hey, let's make something happen before New Year's. No. They want to spend time with their family because we have Hanukkah, we have Christmas, we have Kwanzaa, we have New Year's, we have the whole holiday season coming up. I'm telling you right now, they're going to wait for the holidays. They're going to wait for the new session of Congress. Yep. Officially taking over. That's when you're going to see stuff. So, no, I don't think it's going to happen earlier.
All right. Where are we at?
We are at the Sox. He even showed a pic on him on the Acon credit card. Yes, again, I got to see the Acon credit card. That'd be cool. I'll let you do Virtual's comment.
All right, Virtual. We're going to take it all. White Sox, world champs. Oh, do I hope so.
Yep.
I cannot wait for next season.
We will. We're excited for the White Sox. I am definitely ready for it.
I've been keeping up with who they're keeping, who they're not. So I'm excited.
We need pitching.
I think
we need pitching. And Diego, Street Beef's got to check it out. I'm telling you guys, if you like MMA, if you like raw, like ghetto, like just like raw fighting, go to Street Beefs. It doesn't matter what weight you are, what your discipline is. I've seen like dudes versus chicks. I've seen two chicks fighting. I've seen what I thought was a chick, but maybe it was a dude who was a chick who was a dude who was a chick. I don't know. Cool stuff. Check out Street Beefs. Oh, Dirty Gary Gensler. Oh, man. But yeah, so that's what we got going on now. Again, any questions you guys got, ask them right now. We're only going to go on just another couple more minutes here. We're going to end it at 8:30 tonight because we don't have any kids in the house because our kids are out tonight being kids.
Yes.
So we can be adults.
Yes.
and
even
create
better.
naughty NFTs.
Is that what we're doing?
No,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if that's. I might be talking shit right now. But yeah, we got a bunch of people chiming in. But yeah, let's do this, guys. Seriously, this stream has been a blast. If there's any information you guys are looking for, hit me up in the comments. Hit me up in the page. If you want to support the channel, check out some of the art that we have, the VART, the video art, some of the NFTs. Again, it's not crazy good, but it is there for fun, all right, to support the channel, all right? So here we go. Let's just do the outro tonight. So
wait, real quick.
Oh, real quick.
Virtual, if they win, we are celebrating via some sort of YouTube or Zoom or something because you did call it.
Yeah, we will. No, it's virtual, seriously. 2022 year of the White Sox. So yeah, let's do that. Let's sign out. So I'm Klaus.
I'm Amy.
And we are Family Hobbies and Cards. Thank you so much for joining us on this live stream. We will catch you all